Welcome to the Hunter theory. I'm going to explain about the evidences that Hisoka is disguised as Illumi. Also, it may be that Hisoka has already killed all of the Phantom Troop except for Chrollo, so I will explain that as well. It is almost certain that Hisoka is disguised as Illumi and has infiltrated the Black Whale, but Machi sees through his disguise. First, let me explain the basis for the theory that Hisoka is disguised as Illumi. First, take a look at Volume 12 and Volume 36. Volume 12 has all the members of the Phantom Troop on it. In contrast, in Volume 36, the members killed by Hisoka has been replaced by flowers. Also, in Volume 36 Chrollo is replaced in the position of Hisoka and Illumi is replaced in the position of Uvogan. In the author's comment in Volume 36, there is a picture of lips and the words, "I dare you to spoil it." In the cover picture, the dead were replaced by flowers, but Illumi is holding a flower and his lips are not drawn. There is a significant meaning here, which I will explain. Illumi in the Volume 36 is clearly different from Illumi in the past, and his personality is similar to that of Hisoka. First of all, about the first person, there are many ways to refer to myself in Japanese. Or, boku, watashi, etc. all mean the same thing as I in English, but each of them has a different detailed meaning. Or is generally used by men, and has a slightly casual and strong impression. Boku is also generally used by men, but unlike or, it is more likely to be used by small children or reluctant men. In HUNTER, Illumi mainly used or. However, in Volume 36, Illumi's first person changed to boku. As you may have already noticed, Hisoka uses boku as the first person. At this time, Illumi's speech is different from usual, and he seems to be in a playful mood. Also, pay attention to Illumi's hands. This is hi in Japanese, and I think it represents the first letter of hi, Soka. This pose was also created by a Japanese idol group called Hi, Nata Zaka, based on the first letter of their group name, Hi. The author of HUNTER is very fond of this group, which can be inferred from the fact that he also likes its sister group, Kiyaki Zaka. Silent Majority is the name of a song by Kiyaki Zaka, and the character itself is very similar to the group center, Yurate Yurina. Also, there is the scene that Illumi asked a shower room. We remember there is the person who really likes shower in HUNTER. It is almost certain that Hisoka is disguised as Illumi, but has Illumi been killed? Let's think about why Illumi has a flower. If Illumi is dead, it suggests that he has been killed and replaced by Hisoka. As for the disguise, I think that with Hisoka's texture surprise, the skin texture can be reproduced, but it is not possible to change even the voice. There was once a scene where Illumi was disguised as Hisoka, so it seems more natural to assume that Illumi is using the needle to disguise Hisoka as himself. In addition, since Illumi's needles can change the skeleton, it would be possible for him to change the vocal cords. It also makes sense that he requested a private room, since he has stated that if he changes his face without the needle, it will return to normal in 4 to 5 hours. Volume 36 is full of tricks. Here is the spine of the Japanese edition. Only Volume 36 is unnatural and focuses on Illumi and Chrollo. It looks as if Illumi is aiming at Chrollo from behind. There is one more amazing trick. When the spine is removed, Machi appears from under Illumi and Chrollo. Togashi, the author, is too much of a genius. Chrollo says that Machi's intuition is very astute. This page shows the scene where the group members are breaking up to look for Hisoka, and Machi is glaring sharply at Illumi. Machi has already noticed that Illumi is different from usual. Chrollo, Illumi's younger brother, is also staring at Illumi. Perhaps this also suggests that Chrollo, the family member, is aware of the small changes in Illumi. There is another point that is also puzzling. The Phantom Troop, except for Chrollo, may have already been killed by Hisoka and Kurapika inside the Black Whale. Now let me explain. In the Volume 0 that was distributed as a special bonus for the movie version, the author said, Kurapika and the Phantom Troop will all die. So it is definite that the Phantom Troop will all die. However, the timing of their deaths has not been revealed, but there is a possibility that they are already dead, so let's discuss it. I will explain episodes 366 and 377, which are connected to the puzzling points I discussed earlier. Please first look at this scene from episode 366. It depicts furious Chrollo. Numbers that appear to be a room number is indicated on the board. 37,564 is written on it. If you read each of these numbers in Japanese, it becomes Minagoroshi. This can be translated to mean, kill all. The most puzzling part is episode 377. In episode 377, the Phantom Troop is all together. But Chrollo is dressed differently in episode 366. This suggests a different timeline for episodes 366 and 377. What if episode 366 implies the future and episode 377 implies the past? Then it can be assumed that the reason Chrollo is sitting alone and angry is because all the members were killed. As Hisoka said that Chrollo does not act alone. There are always 2 or 3 members around him. Chrollo is a very cautious character, which is why Hisoka is always on the lookout for the right moment to leave him alone. It seems strange that Chrollo is sitting alone at the table. In the past, Chrollo acted alone to take the ability from Neon, but the reason was to contact her naturally. There is no particular reason for him to be acting alone this time. Also, in episode 366, there is a description of a cockroach being crushed. In episode 367, there was a scene where the cockroach was used by Kurapika. We can assume that the appearance of the cockroach suggests that Kurapika is involved in the annihilation of the Phantom Troop cooperating with Hisoka. Hisoka is probably more powerful than he was in Hisoka vs Chrollo, though it would be hard for 2 people to take on the entire Phantom Troop. Hisoka has been resurrected once by Nen, which is stronger after death. Also, it is natural to assume that the resurrected Hisoka will be more powerful because his Nen becomes stronger. When Hisoka was resurrected, he materialized his lost hand and foot, which he should have done during the battle with Chrollo if it was possible. But he didn't because he couldn't do it during the battle. Also, the fact that he instantly killed Kortopi and Shalnark, members of the Phantom Troop, suggests that Hisoka's abilities are improving. It is highly likely that Hisoka's abilities have been enhanced. There is also a possibility that Hisoka is developing a new Hatsu, in addition to the bungee gum and texture surprise that have yet to be unveiled. It is expected that Hisoka will carefully prepare for this battle and drive Chrollo into a corner. It can be expected that this battle will be the exact opposite of the previous battle, with Chrollo responding to Hisoka's attacks. Thank you so much for watching the video so far. As fellow Hunter x Hunter fans, let's get excited about Hunter x Hunter together. Please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Ciao.